Well, guys, it's the start of month 5, in my series, episode 5 of Life Monthly. I mean, a lot happened last month. Like, I finished 2 books, The Call of the Wild and The Castle of Lear. I finished Pokemon Omega Ruby. I kind of laid flat at 124, 125 pounds. And just a lot has happened. Right? Like, there's not really much to say. Like, what do I hope happens at the end of this month? Maybe I might be in a better place. Hopefully, like, learning to handle my anxiety better. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. And each month is very, very different. But that's why I like these videos, to look back on it. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy Life Monthly 5. Well, today was a pretty good day. To start off with, Happy Pokemon Day. I cannot believe Pokemon is 30 years old today. I mean, technically, it was released in Japan 30 years ago, but still. Man, I watched a bit of the Pokemon Direct, a little bit. I kind of skimmed through it because it is a long video, to be fair. Pokemon wins in waves. I mean, of course it had to be just on the Switch too. But that'll give me a bit of something to work towards, for both my birthday and Christmas. I was talking to my aunt, and hopefully for Christmas I'll get the Switch too, just not much of anything else. And I'm going to put some of the birthday money she would give me towards it too. So, I mean, as I said, any main Pokemon game, even if it's only one of the 2 versions, I have to be able to play it. So, I'm going to have to suck it up and not get much else for Christmas. I might try to save it, get a small couple things for my birthday, but besides that, I'm mostly going to try to just save, because that is a big priced item alone. Interesting that they also released Leaf Green and Fire Red onto the Switch, which I'm shocked they didn't do it on the Nintendo or Game Boy Advance app. But you know what? That's actually a very smart move. I mean, when you think about it, if it was on the Game Boy Advance app, those who had the expansions, it would be free. So charging over $30 is what I believe it is for both of them would be a good sale on their part. Which again, I'm also sort of mad about the Winds and Waves only being on the Switch too. Like, I know maybe they're trying to get others to buy the Switch 2, but when you think about it, for all those who had bought the Switch 2, right, and those who couldn't get the Switch 2, don't you think they would get more money, selling it for both consoles? If you know what I mean? But it is what it is. It's their call, and maybe they're seeing the Switch 2 going forward as the new system. But there's still a lot of people who use the Switch a lot, at least as far as I'm aware. But anyway, besides that, today I don't feel was too exciting. I did make a birthday picture for my aunt, and I'll show that somewhere. But besides that, it was mostly, the walking and the sweeping and all that. So, but at least today was a pretty good day. Well, today was actually a pretty good day. To start off with, I lost 2 pounds. I'm back to 123. I feel like I'm a yo-yo, honestly, in that department. I go between 123 and higher, 123 and up. Right. Also, it's my aunt's birthday today that I don't live with. Happy birthday to her. I hope she has a great day. And tomorrow we plan to spend some time with her to celebrate. I walked to Tim Hortons for a small hot chocolate, and I really enjoyed the nice walk and air. And we'll just say I met an old former teacher of mine without giving any information on them, which was nice too. Besides that, I mostly did like the sweeping and the other important things that I had to do. I didn't do much video editing or anything really yesterday, or game or book related. It was more just a, taking care of myself kind of day, because I did have a moment evening that I was not feeling very good, but I did fight through it, and that's what matters. So, yeah, today was a pretty good day. Well, today was a mixed day. It started off not so good. I wasn't feeling good when I woke up, and I thought I wasn't going to be able to visit with my Aunt Janet, but I managed to do so in the end. She technically came into my room first, and that kind of gave me the nerve to go downstairs and talk to her a little bit, and I am so glad I did. Like, when I was talking to her, I was completely at ease. Like, no problem whatsoever, and we had a nice chat about things. And I chatted with Kathy as well. Like, all three of us talked. Besides that, it was mostly me walking, up and down the street, and me doing the sweeping and my other hygiene stuff. So, besides me talking with my aunts, that was the biggest thing that happened today. But she loved the picture that I made for her, which was awesome. So, in the end, today was a pretty good day. Well, today was sort of a productive day. I did a walk and I did the sweeping, but I also finally edited week 1 of Life Monthly 4 and started getting some footage for week 2 for my, Google Drives page. I'm slowly working on it as much as I can. I actually managed to do a whole week in a day, which isn't always an everyday thing. So I'll do the best I can with that, if you know what I mean. It was both, again, what I normally do, minus that. I did watch quite a bit of YouTube, including another Mr. Gigi's 4 disturbing documentaries. I believe this is part 20. It's season 2, but it's episode 20 in general. I think according to me counting them, I could be very wrong. But hey, I really enjoyed watching it. I like that series because I like his takes on those things. So, yeah. I can't think of much else. I did enjoy a little bit of the Monster Energy, salted caramel, but my IBS was still a little off. So, yeah. Well, today was actually a pretty good day for the most part. The thing that I ordered, the special thing I was telling you about, came in, and I did the unboxing of it. And you won't see it till a few days before Easter, but I'm excited to show you guys. It was such a memorable experience for me, and it's something that I wanted to own for a while. Besides that, though, I did mostly the sweeping and the maintenance stuff. I didn't walk today, though. It was just one of those days. I did have a good day, but I still had a little bit of a mix, with a flare-up and everything. So yeah, I'm excited that the thing I ordered came in. If anything, that was absolutely the highlight of the day. I wish I could say more about it, but then I would give it away. So I'm not going to do that. Well, today was a mixed day. I did quite a bit. I worked on YouTube a bit. I recorded and uploaded me trying Poppy Dog Pop flavor. Yeah, I didn't like it at all. This will be the second to last one because my aunt got another flavor and I'm not buying anymore. That my first experience with it was as bad as that. But I also edited and uploaded the Disney Dorable 2, and that's the original Disney, not the Muppet Disney. I walked up and down the street 5 times. Despite how I was feeling, I did as much as I could with the sweeping and got about $1.25 for it. I played a bit of Pokemon Sword. I just caught some Pokemon right. I'm just doing my best to, get started on that file, right? Just to be a normal playthrough in it. So I did okay despite how I was feeling today. Well, today was actually another mixed day, but also a good day. I walked to Tim Hortons for a medium hot chocolate and actually won, I think, a coffee on Roll Up the Win to Win, Brim to Win. I actually recorded quest logs and book logs 9, guys. Finally. Now I have to edit it, but I got the hard part done. Well, one of the hard parts done, with editing. I actually started playing some Tamagotchi Life, the 3DS version. It was a while since I had played it, so I figured, why the heck not? I just thought that game is really, really awesome, right? And the rest of it was mostly maintenance type of day, if you know what I mean. I think I did awesome recording that video, right? And I got I did get a little bit of the footage for the week 2 of Life Monthly 4, arranged so I could eventually edit it week 2 a little bit. But besides that, I had an on and off moment with my IBS, but today was still pretty good despite that. Well, today was a mixed day. I did walk up and down the street 5 times, and I did the sweeping. I started editing Questlog Book Logs 9. Didn't make that much progress into it. I played a bit of Tamagotchi Life. Again, footage will be on and off because I get addicted to that game, but I'll try to get what I can, when I can. But I did have a pretty bad flare-up today where I was in the bathroom for about 40 minutes. So, yeah, but I think I handled it pretty well. Telling myself I'm doing a bit better now that it'll pass. I'm using, I try to think of positive silver lining to that situation. So yeah, it wasn't very productive today, but I got through today, and that's the best thing I can say about it. Well, today was a pretty good day. I actually finished editing Quest Logs and Book Logs 9 and had it, scheduled or upload it on YouTube. I lost 3 pounds. I'm 120, which is kind of getting into the low end, so I'm really going to have to think something out for I won't, lose way too much, because even my aunt is she doesn't like me going that low. But that was the lowest I think I've been as an adult, honestly. I think I may have been that low as a child, but I don't think I've ever been, or lower as a child, but I don't think I've ever been that low in weight as an adult, if you know what I mean. I pretty much did the other things like the sweeping and everything. I did play a bit of Tamagotchi Life, but not much to mention on that. Right, but I think the biggest thing for me today was editing Quest Logs and Book Logs 9, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Well, today was sort of a mixed day. I didn't do very much at all, but I actually did read some Winnie the Pooh, about 20 pages, I believe, of it. And I'm enjoying the story so far. I believe I'm on page 41 at this point. I played a little Pokemon Sword, catching Pokemon for the Pokedex. Not very much progress, otherwise, but I'm still enjoying playing the game. I played a bit of Tamagotchi Life, very little compared to Pokemon Sword. I got to the point where one of my characters wants to propose to another, and I failed several times, and I'm just not ready for it at this point. Maybe I lost my ability, but I swear every single time the guy I made Garfield and I made Lisa Simpson. She's the one wanting to propose. Every time Garfield thinks of her, almost as soon as I go quickly to hit the heart, it goes right to another thing, whether it's a blank or another, picture. I'm like, how? I don't think it's almost happened almost every single time, right? He can't keep her in his thoughts for 10 seconds. And ironically, she's the one with the lower affection. And he, under his, is let's get married. Well, I don't know if he's quite ready for commitment yet, if he can't even keep her in his head for 10 seconds. If you know what I mean. That just made me mad. I'm how? Really? How? But yeah, I did mostly, hygiene stuff and all that mostly besides that. But I did watch Simply Colin's, was it Channel Zero's Candle Cove review. He didn't rank it, but he went over the whole, that whole season, because it's like an anthology. Each season is a different story, but each season is centered on that particular story. And I enjoyed that. He made some pretty good points, but kind of made me want to watch the show myself. When someone can do that, then it's amazing, right? So yeah, productive-wise, I wasn't very productive, but today was like a mixed day, but an okay day. Well, today was actually a pretty good day. I walked up and down the street 5 times. I made some progress at Pokemon Sword. I got to the point where I believe that I could get to the aisle, the DLC, which is pretty cool. Most of it, was just progress, like with my hygiene and that. But I did finally, remember, I don't know if I told you, but I had trouble with this proposing mini game on Tamagotchi Life. I finally got it done. I just had but for those who don't know, I tried Garfield and Lisa Simpson. She wanted to propose to Garfield, right? And, well, it didn't quite go very well. For some reason, Garfield couldn't keep her in his head for 10 seconds, but I finally got it. I had the thing really close to the heart. As soon as even the thought of her came, I slammed it. Don't worry, my 3DS is in one piece. And I messed up once, but that was 1 chance out of 3 on the last. I have something to tell you. So I just felt pretty good about that, finally. And thank God they're the only couple even together. There's no one else even dating. So, knock on wood that it'll be like that for a while, and they are as quick in bed as they were getting together. Yeah, I hope there's no kids watching that. But the main end game is a baby being born there and growing up. So yeah, it wasn't very much today, except for the sweeping and hygiene and those 2 mentions, the 2 video game mentions. Well, today was a mixed day. This is the first day that I'm going to try to take Buscopan again. It started pretty bad, and in the end, it wasn't as bad. I was able to eat. I enjoyed a pizza and that, and so it wasn't, it started, about 3 hours, it was part of my language hell. But I had to tell myself, don't take anything else for it. Get used to the pain, lay it there. It's supposed to help in the end of it. And so far, it seemed to work. I put away the dishes. I did the sweeping. I went, for a walk. I also did laundry. I put it alone in the washer and then put it in the dryer, and it's pretty much ready for me to fold tomorrow, which is good. I'm leaving that part for tomorrow, but I technically did a whole thing of laundry. So I liked that all right. I played a tiny bit of Tamagotchi Life, just not very much. I did create a couple new characters, Butters and Butterscotch from South Park and Angelica Pickles from Rugrats. I try to do a boy and a girl when I do a new, me, for I could balance them all out a little bit. That's just the way I like to do it. I would have 1 male, 1 female, and I could think of a girl that I like from South Park. I'm just Angelica. I already have Lil and Tommy, so I'll just throw in Angelica there and see how that works out. So that was kind of fun in a way. I'm getting I got a big upgrade to the apartment as well. So yeah, still we don't have any news on kids, from Garfield and Lisa Simpson, but I'm sure it'll happen eventually. Let's just hope that happens and we have a grown-up kid before we get another couple, or at least another couple wanting to propose, because, guys, I'm calling the kid growing up, and it even has credits in it, finishing of it, because one proposal is bad, but imagine if a bunch of them start getting together and all want to propose at once. I think I'd be just done, right? Because most of them would be waiting to propose before I could do anything else with them. But yeah, today was a better day in some ways, even if it didn't start off that way. Well, today was a mixed day. I took another Buscopan, and it seemed to work a little bit. I walked up and down the street twice, 5 times, to help digest the food, because I think I went a little overboard. I think I told you I had pizza the last day or so. So, yeah, I went a little overboard with that. But I finally, Lisa and Garfield finally are going to have a baby. They finally asked to have a baby, and oh, thank heavens, it means we're a step closer without having any of that shenanigans. But it was mostly just hygiene and stuff. It wasn't really a big day that way. I think the biggest thing for me was the sweeping, the Tamagotchi, the walking, and the Tamagotchi life, Lisa asking for a baby. So it was still a pretty good day. Well, today was a pretty good day again. I took another Buscopan. Quite a bit happened, though. I recorded 3 videos, 2 toy openings, one being the Five Nights at Freddy's building, the Fazbear plush, building, and the other one was it Blazing Beast, the green monkey. It's hard to pronounce, those yo-yo things. And I did a tasting on Mountain Dew Zero Sugar, which I was pleased myself. I think the building was the hardest part, the hardest video to do with the Fazbear plush one was. I also finished editing week 2 of Life Monthly 4. Yes, I know I'm late, but I'm getting there. Slowly but surely, guys. I promise I'm getting there. I walked twice again, today, because I really, again, need to get that pizza out of my system. But I'm trying to keep, drinking more water the last few days, too. And I did forget to mention yesterday that I put away the laundry. My mind was full of everything else. Also, Garfield and Lisa had their baby, a baby boy, and I kept their name Levi, because I said that's actually a pretty good name, and he's going to be just like his mother in personality. My gosh, I'm so excited. It's just a few more days till the kid grows up, and okay, I know, I like the game, but there's just so much pressure with the proposal scene that I'm lucky no one else wanted to get with anyone. Surprisingly, this is the least eventful romance, playthrough that I've ever had. Garfield, Lisa, sure, let's go and get hitched. Everyone else, we're okay in our safe little bubble. I mean, at least some of them are making friends. At least that. But, yeah, today was a pretty good day overall. Well, today was a pretty rough day. To start with, I realized that I probably was taking the Buscopan a little too much. I had to fight through a really tough day because I had all that pain and TMI. Couldn't use very much. I did a little bit, slowly, but not much. My aunt and I came to the realization that the Buscopan is great. For 2 days, I had absolutely no problems once it settled in those 3 days. But I realized that it was too good. I wasn't really feeling the signals, and hence I hadn't been going to the bathroom very much. So we decided that for gas pain and that, and if it's past the pain level of 6, then I'll take a couple Tylenol. But for spasms and cramps at level 6 or higher, I'll take the Buscopan. Otherwise, I'm going to try to fight it out myself and just learn to not worry about it so much. But I actually edited that Freddy plush bear video. I have it scheduled for you guys. The build video. It was a tough video to get together, but I got it together. I played a little bit of Tamagotchi Life. Nope, I did not go for a walk. My brain is just all over the place today. I actually watched the episode of Cold Case that was called Andy and C Minor. It was a really, really good episode. I would highly recommend it. I read a little bit of Winnie the Pooh. I really enjoyed the book. Like, I'm reading it slowly, but I'm really, really enjoying it. Right? And honestly, I can't really think of much else that I did today. Well, today was actually slightly better than yesterday. I had a bad moment, but besides that, it was definitely better. I stayed the same, which is awesome, 120. I didn't gain, I didn't lose, which is a good middle ground. I read some more Winnie the Pooh. I believe I am on page 80 now. I was on page 60 yesterday. I forgot to tell you. I played quite a bit of Pokemon Sword. You know, just getting some, Pokemon and leveling up. I didn't really make any story progress yet, but I'm just enjoying the flow of it a little bit. Let's see. What else? I did the sweeping. I played some more Tamagotchi Life. Someone else finally wanted to get together. It is Tommy and Laura. Thank heavens. Like, oh my gosh, just so amazing. I did walk to Tim Hortons, though, for medium hot chocolate. And again, I'm about to get into TMI territory, so turn away if you don't want to hear it. I finally used good. That's what I mean by it being slightly better. I walked and got the hot chocolate, and I'm like, there was 2 burgers there, and I usually split them up. I'm trying to learn to split them up. I'm like, maybe I should try eating both of them today. That was the push I needed. Like people with IBS really just should cut, back their meals if they have it bad as I do. But in the point, I actually needed that push, that pain. Usually that's what puts me over the edge, eating a lot at once. So I said for today, maybe I should just go with it, right? I'm already in a bad situation. Really, just go with it. And you know what? I'm glad I did. Because, yes, it was painful for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. But it almost relief like that. I'm like, oh. Again, I'm sorry for you guys not to hear it, but it is part of my life. Literally, it is my life. I don't like it. Trust me, I wish I could just, snap my fingers and it go away. But that is not the reality. And I'm just talking about this now because I'm going on the process of trying to work through it and update on you guys and how I'm doing. How I'm handling it is a part of that process. So, yeah, today was definitely a better day. I had gotten the material too, I think, for week 3 of Life Monthly 4. So, and I finished getting that, together, the material ready to start editing. So that's cool as well. Well, today was a pretty good day. I did quite a bit for my, Life Monthly 4. I edited week 3, and then I edited weeks 1, 2, and 3 and the opening into the video for month 4. So I've got it mostly edited. I just need to edit week 4 and then edit that in the ending into it. So I'm doing pretty good. Yes, I'm far behind, but at least I'm finally making some progress. I walked up and down the street 5 times. I actually read a good amount of Winnie the Pooh again today. I'm on page 102, I believe. I read to page 101, and it's getting really good. I played a bit of Tamagotchi Life, and I did pretty much the hygiene stuff and everything that I needed to today, and the sweeping. I forgot to say now that I got $51 to my name. I have $61, but there's something I'm just putting money towards every month for 2 months, so I don't quite count that. So I'm doing really, really good there. And I believe I played a teeny bit of Pokemon Sword, but not enough for a lot of note. So today was actually a pretty good day for my IBS as well. I think I am doing a lot better handling, the pain and everything, which is a big win in my book. Well, today was a pretty good day. To start with, I am going to give you a little update. I'm trying to learn to manage, my IBS a little bit better by the foods and everything. I wasn't into that much detail the last little while. But today I actually enjoyed a good meal. A couple fish wedges, some instant potatoes, and some spinach. I added to the plate. It was so good. And plus I walked to Tim Hortons for a medium ice cap. Now, yeah, that's not the best on my IBS, but I don't get it often anymore. And I was planning. I knew it might affect me. So I got all the things I had to get done first. And so far what I drank it, no problem whatsoever. I enjoyed every sip of it. I got my footage ready to start editing week 4 of Life Monthly 4. I'm so close to finishing. I just need to edit that and edit it and the ending into it, and then I'll be done. I read a bit of Winnie the Pooh. I'm on page 122, which is awesome. I'm getting really into reading it. So far, this is the 3rd or 4th day in a row that I've read anything at all. And some things happened on Tamagotchi Life. I got 2 new couples. I got Linus and Lil, and Jazz, me, and Alan. It took a while to get Alan because I had to keep using travel tickets until he joined vacation, until he was high enough for he would say sure and said, I'm sorry. I had that so many times. Although Linus and Lil, it seemed to happen so naturally, right? Which I also did the sweeping. I now have $53 to my name, or $63 if I count, funds for my medication. I've been using that. I have a lot of bad pain, and when I am in pain, as I said, I don't function at all. But I'm trying to think about it. If it's below a scale of 6, then I'm going to try to go out the medication and just let things run its course naturally and just wait to do other things until I can. But if it is late at night or a 6 and above on the pain scale, then I would take the medication. I'm trying to be more mindful, and so far it's working. So far my days have been, not as overwhelming as they usually are, which is absolutely awesome. Well, today was a pretty productive and good day. I actually beat Tamagotchi Life finally. It took a while, but I finally had the kid grow up. I also finally got Life Monthly 4 edited and scheduled for you guys, so I hope you guys enjoy it. I read some Winnie the Pooh. I'm on page 142, I believe. It's getting pretty good, but it's also getting near the end, which is very bittersweet. Besides that, it was mostly not a productive day at all, besides the sweeping, but it is what it is. Well, today was a pretty good day. I walked up and down the street 4 times. I actually did a tasting of the drink Calypso Lemonade Ocean Blue. I didn't edit it yet, but I recorded it. I also edited Pokemon card opening number 112. So, again, it was mostly walking and sweeping and not much happened today. Yes, I know the last few days just weren't very productive, but again, I didn't do any reading today, which is the first time in about a week. But sometimes you just don't feel like reading. Well, today was a pretty rough day. I had a really bad flare-up, but I will just say at least I got some relief from it. Today I mostly was watching YouTube, and I did finish reading Winnie the Pooh, though. It was really good, and there are others, but I'm going to hold off for a while. You know how I get. I'm going to try not to go there unless I really want to read it at some point and then save the money. Then I would order another one, but until then, I'm happy, where I am. And I still apologize. The last few days were a bit short, but I decided just not to drag it on all the time, like telling you what I did, right, which I think is enough sometimes, unless there's something substantial. Like, again, today I was not feeling good, but I am starting to keep track of what I eat and how I felt, and just keep track on both what I ate and how I felt on the following day, so I can learn to connect and learn to expect it more, and that'll make it a little less anxiety baiting for me if I can learn to have the little control that I can have, to have an idea when it's going to happen. So yeah, today again definitely could have been better, but at least I finished reading the book. Well, today was sort of a bit of a rough day again, but the good news is I didn't have to rely on Tylenol like I did yesterday, so I'm fighting through it a bit. But quite a bit happened today. I had to re-record my Disney Lurkana 4. I'll tell you this now. I'm completely straight. For some reason, the file went missing of me recording it. Maybe it's for the best, because I got to have better narration. Like it didn't unsync, or it didn't record nothing, right? So it was better, for it. But that still sucks, right? Because my legit reaction was with the original. But I said it's better than not having it at all, so I did it, and I edited it and uploaded it in the same, well, not the same, I edited my Calypso Ocean Blue trying and uploaded it to you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it, right? Since it's been out for a little bit, I'm sure by the time I see this, you see this, I actually really enjoyed it a lot. It's definitely better than Poppy. I actually, played a bit of Pokemon Sword. I made some serious progress. I got 2 gym badges. I beat the first 2 gym leaders and did some grinding in that. So I'm trying to make progress in that game as well. And I know I could be playing Persona 4 Golden or, Pokemon Legends ZA, but I find both of those games are games when I'm in a better place, because it's both of them are hyper stimulation. I mean, Persona 4 is a bit better that way than Legends ZA, a little more relaxing, but both games require me to be kind of at my best to enjoy them. But I will someday, when I'm feeling in a better place, I'll pick up one of them and make a little bit of progress in them. But for now, it's good that there's a game that I can play and relax regardless of how I'm feeling, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, I ate quite a bit today, but it was a pretty good day, except for that one flare-up that I had earlier. Well, today was actually not too bad of a day. I ended up editing week 1 of Life Monthly 5, and I got the material for the most part for weeks 2 and 3, except for this segment right here. I also read a little bit of Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes. I'm on page 12, I believe. I'm slowly getting back into reading it, but I'll say Goosebumps has gotten to a point where I like it. It's been a big part of my childhood, but it's also, I know how the little twist each chapter goes. It's a different story, but the same formula. So it's bittersweet to say that I will always have a place in my heart and I'll finish reading the series, right? But I might be growing out of it, or my tastes have changed. Maybe I'm enjoying more, nuanced things now. I did gain 3 pounds, but that's all right. 123, that's all right, because my aunt was a bit concerned that I was losing it quite fast. So it's just balancing it a little bit is the biggest thing there. So my IBS was a little tough at first, right? But it did settle. So that's a good sign too. I did drink a bit of a Mountain Dew, 0 sugar, a little bit, just for I could enjoy something. So today was actually a pretty good day. Well, today was a pretty good day. I enjoyed some lemon and honey, ginger, tea. I enjoyed a bit of a Monster Energy Salted Caramel. I edited week 2 of Life Monthly 5, which again, I'm glad I'm keeping on top of it. I also edited my Mountain Dew 0 sugar video and scheduled it for tomorrow, and I did editing for my Blazing Team, Green Monkey opening, and scheduled that for tomorrow as well. I finally made some progress at Pokemon Legends ZA or ZA after a long time. I beat Rogue Mega Dragonite, and I laughed because to me he looked so adorable, like Puff the Magic Dragon. I'm like, oh, how more difficult can he? Oh, geez. Only I didn't say the word geez. I'm just say the guy up there won't be happy about that, but literally, it's like, oh, how cute. Oh, I gotta, it was one of those scenarios. I beat him after a second time with him being at low health, right? A second redo, but not full redo. And it was ridiculous. I'm like, okay, don't judge a book by its covers. Because honestly, his regular form looks more intimidating than his mega form. I mean, looks-wise. But I'm proud of myself. I got myself through it. I wasn't feeling good, but I got to that goal. I did walking. I did the sweeping. I actually read a little bit of Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes. I think I'm on page 23 now. I'm learning some about the characters of the story. It's more getting into, it's about to get to the catalyst of when all bad is going to happen. So, yeah, today was a really good day. Well, today was a pretty good day. I actually managed to make some progress in Pokemon Legends ZA again. I beat Rogue Mega Tyranitar, which, by the way, was actually easier than Rogue Mega Dragonite for me. I do not know why. It just, the cute, adorable Pokemon. Why not make it hell? The one that looks very intimidating. It's hard to explain how flabbergasted I am of it. But I did do some editing of week 3 of Life Monthly 5. So there's that. It was mostly just, hygiene and stuff besides that. But hey, I still feel accomplished for what I did today. Today was an awesome day. I did the sweeping, obviously. And again, what I'm about to say, I wasn't going to say it, but I figured I'm going to get this video out after my Easter video. That's my plan. Since I'm usually late anyway, I might as well hold off when I upload it. I had a day out. My aunt took me out. I went to the local pawn shop, Value Village, the dollar store. And the thing is, I started with a bad IBS flare-up. And I chose, we could have went next week, but I chose to go this week instead, right? And since I'm going to put this out after Easter, I'm just going to tell you some of the highlights. I finally got The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I don't know if you are aware of this, if I ever brought it up, but there was a time where I got a Switch, but we had to return it. It was one of those borrow type of things, you pay it off, but just at that time it couldn't happen. I did get a new Switch eventually, but the game came with either the Odyssey or Breath of the Wild. And I was starting to enjoy the game, but then I had to return the game too. And I held it off for a while because there was other things I wanted more, but I always kind of felt empty, right? Like a spot in my collection was empty, right? That it'd be different if I had kind of lost it, but it was like it was taken. So that was always kind of bittersweet. But now that I have that game back in my collection, I feel that whole experience is really a lot more I could laugh about now. I also got the complete Harry Potter DVD set. One thing was missing, but I had the Prisoner of Azkaban, and I just added it to the case. I also got the complete Cat Dog series. Now, guys, I was curious, so I looked online how much it would be, ordering it. Well, I got the one at the pawn shop for about $22 maybe max. You know how much it was online? Over $70. Yeah, I had a good save. Now, I do owe my aunt money, right? About $65, but I'm going to be working it off. Like, it was like the perfect day, and I ended it with a nice cap. Like Value Village, oh yeah, I got some books and a comic there and some stuff at the dollar store. Like, it was literally a perfect day for me. My IBS behaved itself when I was out. We went to multiple stores. It was just a day to remember, I think. Well, today was sort of a mixed day. We lost the power for a while, and that did kind of set off my IBS a little bit, but eventually I did fall back asleep. Like, it was, kind of like, it's different than just losing internet. Like, losing power can be a huge anxiety rift for me. But I actually did record my Easter video, guys. I know it was a little early, but I figured I could do a bonus video later, and on Easter I would have spent time with the family, so I figured I had pretty much all my stuff there, so I recorded it for you guys. But it will be up on Easter, so I hope you look forward to that. I did, the sweeping. I'm working towards paying my aunt back for the extra money that I got through my haul, right? So I'm slowly but surely whittling down what I owe. I believe now I only owe $63. So, yeah, despite a bit of a rough patch, it was still a good day. Well, today was a pretty good day. I actually managed to make a little progress at Pokemon Legends Set A. I beat Rogue Mega Starmie, which there's going to be a gauntlet of stuff after that, so that was probably my last easy session for a while. I actually finished editing and scheduling my Easter special for this year. I hope you guys look forward to it. There probably is going to be a bonus video this year. Not a big one, but a small one. Because I decided just to show all the stuff that I had gotten, prior. Like, I might still get another chocolate rabbit or something in that. If I do, I'll talk about it and say how the rest of my Easter was. I also edited my Tim Hortons tasting video, my hot chocolate tasting video, and my Magic the Gathering card opening number 63, and I uploaded it. So I hope you enjoy that. And something I did forget to mention a while back is I'm now 280 subscribers strong. Like, it just is going so fast. Like, I am just surprised how fast it's going. I walked up and down the street 5 times, which is the first time I walked, this week. So there's that. I did the sweeping, and now I believe I'm down to $61 that I owe my aunt. So I'm counting down it cheerfully instead of groaning about it, because I just feel, if I keep doing that, it's going to just feel impossible. So yeah, I did quite a bit today, actually, like YouTube-wise. I didn't do any reading, but I did, again, the sweeping, the exercise. I think today was a really good day. Well, today was actually a pretty good day. I beat Pokemon Legends ZA. Guys, I cannot believe it. I started after I beat Rogue Mega Starmie, went to go to battle, was it Grimjin? It's hard to pronounce the name. I did the hideout, or the lab, and then I did the whole Mega Gauntlet. And it's funny, like, my IBS was almost completely calm, which, again, for playing this game is rare. And then I went to Hyper after I, like, beat all those Megas. Oh, yeah, I beat my rival, too, which, again, stupidly runs up with Floette. I mean, I suppose we had agreed that it was all right, but I thought a point of our battle was to decide who was going to do it. But you know what? Maybe hindsight, as stupid as it sounds, maybe it was better, because if I had went up, what would have happened? I have no idea. But that battle, with Hyper Rogue Mega Floette, I only lost once. Like, I only died once, and after that, I actually managed to beat, Rogue Mega Floette, or Hyper Rogue Mega Floette. Like, wow, like, I don't think I've ever fought that smartly in a battle like that. Like, after the initial shock and me losing very quickly, actually, I looked up a walkthrough a bit, and I noticed, oh wait, debris there, and then I would stay behind it, whatever it was attacking. But then I would only aim at one of the two flowers at a time. And once one was defeated, I went to the other. And rinse and repeat. I had enough healing items. Like, it took a while, but I did it in the second try. And oh my gosh, that felt wonderful. Like, a boss that's wanting to be notoriously hard, I beat on the second time by just not trying to rush it. And we'll say that was the funnest time I had with the game in a long time. But that I sat right through and played multiple sections. Honestly, it was a rush. But yeah, there really wasn't much that happened today, really. I do now only owe $59 because I did the sweeping, so I'm getting down there. I also enjoyed a couple of chicken balls and a hash brown. I tried making them, and they turned out okay. The hash brown maybe could have tasted better, but it still was pretty good. So, today was actually a really good day. Well, today was a pretty good day. I edited week 3 of Life Monthly 5. Just need to start getting it together and getting week 4 edited and everything. I stayed the same. I'm 123 pounds, which I'm happy about. I didn't gain, I didn't lose, so that's a good middle ground. I edited 2 videos. One was my sea salt and cracked pepper, President's Choice kettle chips, like the tasting of that, and that'll be out Monday, I believe. And I edited my chaotic card showing number 19, and that will also be out Monday. I wanted to have both of them out for you guys to have something more on Monday. I did the sweeping. I can't remember how much now it is. I think I only owe 56 now because I stayed the same, so I did $1 for that too. So now I only owe $56. So yeah, today was a really good day. I also enjoyed some hot chocolate too. I forgot to tell you that. Like I really enjoy the homemade hot chocolate. Well, guys, I cannot believe that it's the end of another Life Monthly. Quite a bit happened. I'm at 123, strong, right? Like, I've lost a little weight since the beginning of the month. I finished reading Winnie the Pooh, and I beat 2 games, Tomodachi Life and Pokemon Legends ZA. I still just cannot believe that I did that. Like, I've also been working on myself a lot, like, and I don't know if I'll ever make a video on this because it's kind of a hard topic to make, but I have been going through a lot with my health. And again, I'm fine, right? It's nothing life-threatening at all, but it's something that I know I have to work on. And I will continue that through this series as well. Maybe someday I'll think of doing a video without going into too much details, you know, because I figure it could be an interesting topic for you guys to hear about. But again, just so you guys know, I am fine. Nothing is serious, not health-wise in that way. So don't worry about that. But I have been working on ways to improve it. It's mostly my IBS, right? But I've been finding ways to try to improve it for I can be more reliable to others and more reliable to things that I want to do. So yeah, I wonder what next month will bring. I guess we'll only know when it happens. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel and like what you see, please subscribe. It helps this channel a lot. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so you know when new videos are coming out. And I'll see you guys in my next video.